Hey, welcome to Hey Bud Smoking BBQ. Today we're going to be doing some ribs. We're going to be doing two different types of curry sauce. So one using ketchup, one using tomato sauce, and we're going to see what the difference is. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So like I said, today we're going to be doing two different types of sauce on our ribs. So we got some spare ribs in the fridge that we're going to be breaking out, and then we're going to actually do the two different sauces. So big differences today. So similar recipe, but one uses just regular tomato sauce, which tomato sauce obviously still has some like salt and ground pepper or onion powder, garlic powder, things like that, right? So, but we wanted to see what the difference was between that and just the regular old ketchup. But ketchup obviously has a lot of other stuff like corn syrup in it and everything like that too. So that's the big differences today. The rest of the ingredients we're going to do identical, so we can see if it really has, because like I said, the ketchup also has like vinegar already in it, whereas the tomato sauce does not. All right, so we started out with we put already in this dish right here. We put 1/2 cup of ketchup in each, or sorry, ketchup in this one, and then tomato sauce in the other one right here. So that's going to be the big thing that we're going to do as we go through this. All right, so we're going to go start out, just start pouring our ingredients in and combining them, and then we'll get to the point where we break out the ribs and start all that. So we're going to start out with maple syrup. So we're going to do just 1/4 cup of maple syrup into each one. Pour the cup. All right, this is going to add a little bit of sweet on top of the sweetness from the tomatoes already. All right, so we're going to do 1 tablespoon of vinegar to each one. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so I used apple cider vinegar today. That's what we're using, just some regular apple cider vinegar. And so we're going to close that up. We're going to add a teaspoon of paprika to each one. So doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just a decent teaspoon. Nice even teaspoon. All right. We get 2 teaspoons of mustard. And 2. That's closer to 1.5. There we go. You're going to kind of season these to taste. So. And then we're going to go to 2 teaspoons of curry. Ooh, you can smell that curry. That is some good stuff right there. That's 2 teaspoons of curry. This is a curry barbecue sauce, so you're definitely going to get that curry flavoring. That smell is awesome right now. So, making a little bit of a mess with that vinegar. Alright. Alright, and then we just got a little bit of salt we're going to add. So you can add more salt as you go. I'm doing just a couple pinches to each one because there is already salt in the tomato paste. So that will just go ahead and just the tomato paste, but also the ketchup. All right, and then we have 2 different spoons. So we'll go ahead and mix with this one. And this is the tomato paste. Just scrape the side of the bowl. Just get a good mix. And definitely is a little more runny. Already, you can tell. But it's no longer just the red, it's the more burnt, kind of rustish color. So All right, and this is the one with the ketchup. Oh, it's already, you can tell it's thicker. So, see, definitely that one's thicker. This one is more runny. So, it doesn't have all the stuff that the ketchup has in it. So, let's see. Smells really good. This one carries the curry smell more with the tomato. This one has less of the curry smell. It's interesting. All right, we'll go ahead and clean up our mess, and then we're gonna break out our ribs. So this one was pretty easy. Literally it's just a half cup ketchup to start, and you can make this for various sizes if you're gonna be doing more. Just like a quarter cup of either maple syrup or some other sugar. So you could probably use molasses or anything like that. 2 teaspoons of mustard, 2 teaspoons of curry, just the salt. I used a couple pinches just to see, get started. And you can kind of, as you go through the tasting and all that stuff, as you go through, then you can kind of, go from there. 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and then 1 teaspoon of paprika. So I am going to taste both of these just with my finger. So I'll wash my hands. You can definitely taste the ketchup through it. And this one I think you can taste more of the curry and more of the spices. So this is going to be really interesting. So I'm going to go get this cleaned up. We'll break out our ribs, we'll prep them, and then we'll put them on the grill. All right, so we pulled our ribs out. So we got some bone-in spare ribs, and then we got some St. Louis spare ribs. So fortunately, that was the only thing at the store within a reasonable price range right now. So at least where we live. So we're gonna open these things up, trim them down as appropriate, and then go from there. All right, we're gonna clean these up a little bit. Let's get some of this extra skin off and so forth. And then we're going to pull the membrane off the back here. So what I like to do for that So you want to wipe down a little bit on these just to get some extra moisture off. Not too much though. So because we're doing this, we're not going to add any more mustard as a binder. So we're really just going to let the meat take on the seasoning we're going to do today. Just a home blend of just Hawaiian sea salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, and cumin. So nothing too crazy. It's something I like. Excess off here. Not too much of the meat, because that is some good meat right there. All right, and then what I like to do, so I'll just take this butter knife right here. I'll just slide it under this membrane. Be a pain to get it started sometimes. There we go. Didn't want to start. But usually get it all the way underneath, all the way to the other side. You break through a couple times, not that big a deal. And then you're just gonna kind of pry up with it. All right, that side. And then you just take this finger into there. If you start to have trouble gripping, just like that. Paper towel just really helps you grip onto it and then get it off there. I'll do the same thing with this other one. Started. Grip it with that paper towel. Just lift up. This one wants to be a pain in the butt. So, this whole thing. All right. A little bit extra on that one. All right. Over. Trim this a little bit off here. So this one, take a little bit off here, not a lot. So we're gonna, on this one, ketchup, on this one, tomato sauce. All right, so the smaller rack will be the tomato sauce. All right, so we're gonna start out with, go ahead and throw some seasoning on these. We'll start on the back side. So these are gonna basically go on for about an hour, and then we're gonna put the sauce on it. So you wanna get that smoke penetration and everything. Go ahead and get that in there. And then from that point, we'll glaze it a couple times. So. Rubbed in there. So just like I said, we're just letting this stick to it. Not using a binder today, just the meat itself. The only real thing today that's different between these two sauces, or the whole thing, is really just between the tomato sauce and the ketchup being the base for the sauce. All right, that cleaned up there. Clean up the edges. Ain't no sense leaving any of this stuff behind. All right, that looks pretty dang good. All right, next we're gonna throw them on the smoker. So we're just using the Traeger today, and we're gonna cook them initially about 180 degrees Fahrenheit, so 180 degrees. And then we're not gonna wrap today at all, so we're gonna just let it go for a while. Once these get up a little bit higher in temperature, then we'll kind of crank up to about 250. Just make sure we get that good smoke penetration, kind of low and slow. Then I put it about 250 to finish, and it'll finish about 203-ish, between 200 and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. So stay tuned. All right, here we go. We're gonna start putting this on. So we have our tomato paste one. So this one, put in the fridge, it thickened up a little bit, but not a lot. But we're gonna go ahead and put that on here. So put it on the, right here. You can definitely taste that curry in it. next one is going to be the tomato, or sorry, the ketchup. This is the ketchup one. You see it's thicker. And that's going to go right onto these. Product here. So we have our 2 sets of ribs. This one being the tomato paste. So we're gonna go ahead and just cut out a couple ribs from here for our taste test. Oh man, these things are like already falling apart. And then we're gonna take out from this one, same thing. So we'll take out a Ooh, one from the middle of each. All right. So this one is the with the ketchup. So they're both super tender, cooked exactly the same way, same treatment, everything. Only difference being the tomato paste or tomato sauce instead of the ketchup. So this is tomato sauce, this is ketchup. So comes clean off the bone. You taste a little bit of the curry in it. Taste all the other seasoning and everything like that, but just definitely it definitely is a subdued flavor. All right, and then we have, this is the tomato sauce. So, all right, here we go. You definitely get a little more of the curry flavor. Definitely get more of the curry smell. So just a scent of it. It's cooked the same way. It comes off the bone clean when you bite into it. Very tender. I'm gonna try that again. It's really good. Don't get me wrong. Either one of these are really, really good. Definitely, if you're going for the curry taste and flavor and smell, it's gonna be this one. This one just has a good overall flavor. Not a lot of curry. Actually, really, really tasty. It's both winners. But as far as for like what I wanted was like the more curry flavor. Definitely this one has the curry flavor just kind of built into it. I think without all the extra vinegar in the ketchup, you know, not having that in the tomato sauce, I think the curry was able to kind of stand out. It wasn't overpowered by the apple cider vinegar that we added to either one. So definitely, this one is definitely really, really good. So I'm really pleasantly surprised with this. It's a really good recipe. I would definitely go with tomato sauce as far as like using it for the curry and the curry flavor and curry smell. Yep. So this is gonna be my favorite one right here. The one with the tomato sauce. I think so because I wanted the curry flavor. I like curry, so. All right, well, if you want to see more stuff like this, like and subscribe. We're gonna do more, just change around recipes in the future. And either way, this is a win on either side of this. These are both delicious, both super tender, fall off the bone. I can't wait to finish this. All right, we'll see you later. Have a good day.